Hi, welcome to my channel. This video today is all about 2022 action, comedy, romance, adventure movie called Thor, Love and Thunder. The story starts with a god named Gorr and her daughter. Gorr, the remainder of his kin, goes through his days endeavoring to make do on a desolate desert with his girl Love. He implores his god Rapu for help, however Love before long passes on from starvation. Similarly, as he hears a voice calling out to him somewhere far off, Gorr finds a desert garden where he finds Rapu, who had killed the most recent wielder of an old weapon known as All Black the Necrosword. Rapu ridicules Gorr for his defenselessness and will not give any help. Feeling sold out, Gorr claims the Necrosword and executes him, and promises for the end, everything being equal. Thor proceeds with his experiences with the Guardians of the Galaxy, answering pain calls across the universe while attempting to get back in shape. In any case, Thor stays discontent with where he is throughout everyday life and means to resign. A deluge of trouble calls with respect to Gorr arise, one of them being from Sif, who had pursued him down. Thor and Korg answer Sif's call, heading out in different directions from the Guardians who leave to answer the others. They find a crushed Sif with her arm cut off, who cautions them that Gorr will go after New Asgard next. In the meantime, Dr. Jane Foster goes through therapy for stage 4 malignant growth. Endeavors to explore for a fix demonstrate useless and she creatures to lose trust, yet Foster becomes propelled to head out to New Asgard with the expectation that their wizardry can assist with taking out the disease. As Thor has unconsciously captivated it to safeguard Foster while they were together, Mjolnir becomes attracted to her presence, melding itself back and pervading her with the powers of the mighty Thor. That evening, Gorr utilizes the Necrosword to crowd New Asgard with shadow beasts. Thor, Korg, and Sif show up to go up against them, as does King Valkyrie and Foster, what Thor's identity is amazed to see. While they had the option to repulse the beasts, Gorr escapes with Asgard's youngsters, including Heimdall's child Axel. Thor speaks with Axel and reasons that the kids are in the Shadow Realm. Realizing that Gorr's solidarity would be at its top there, Thor, Foster, Valkyrie, and Korg travel to Omnipotent City to caution Zeus of Gorr and request a military to assist with battling him. Unconvinced that Gorr is a danger to Omnipotent City, Zeus rather has Thor caught, driving the others to intercede and fight off Zeus' men. In the fight, Zeus utilizes his Thunderbolt to obliterate Korg's body, just his face stays in one piece, albeit this is enough for him to get by. Wrinkled, Thor utilizes the Thunderbolt to pierce Zeus in the chest, which Valkyrie takes as the gathering departures to face Gorr in the Shadow Realm. On the way, Thor learns of Foster's disease conclusion, and the two revive their relationship. Upon appearance, they endeavor to find the kids, just to understand that they had succumbed to a snare. Gorr planned to take Stormbreaker to use the Bifrost Bridge to get to Eternity, where he can want for the elimination of the divine beings. Yet again they fight Gorr and his shadow beasts, however are compelled to escape back to New Asgard once Valkyrie and Foster are debilitated. Before Stormbreaker can be shipped across the Bifrost, Gorr takes it. Thor is educated that the impacts regarding Mjolnir are irritating Foster's disease, and he asks her to remain behind to recuperate. Valkyrie is likewise unfit to keep battling, leaving the Thunderbolt in Thor's control so he can battle Gorr once more. At the focal point of the universe, Gorr starts opening Eternity's door with Stormbreaker. Thor shows up and pervades the youngsters with the force of Thor, invigorating them enough to defeat the leftover shadow beasts. Gorr acquires the high ground against Thor. Having detected his trouble, Foster chooses to use Mjolnir again, notwithstanding her debilitated condition, and join the battle. Thor gives Foster adequate chance to utilize Mjolnir to break the Necrosword into pieces, damning herself and Gorr. Thor recuperates Stormbreaker and has the youngsters use it to get back, however they couldn't prevent Gorr from entering Eternity. Thor shouts to Gorr and argues for him to pick love over death as he races to Foster's side. Their adoration helped him to remember the affection he had for his little girl, and this manner choosing to utilize his desire to revive love. Cultivate before long capitulates to the malignant growth, evaporating into Valhalla. Thor acknowledges Gorr's solicitation to take guardianship of love before he kicks the bucket from the Necrosword's revile. In the outcome, a sculpture of Foster as the mighty Thor is raised in New Asgard. Sif and Valkyrie start preparing the kids in battle, while Korg's body completely recovers as he tries to create a posterity. Thor begins to raise Love as his own little girl, entrusting her with Stormbreaker while he employs Mjolnir into fight. The two start venturing to every part of the cosmic system offering help to whomever needs it, becoming known as Love and Thunder. In a mid-credits scene, a recovering Zeus sends his child Hercules to kill Thor. In a post-credits scene, Foster shows up at the entryways of Valhalla, where Heimdall invites her and says thanks to her for aiding save his child. Thor enrolls the assistance of Valkyrie, Korg, and ex-Jane Foster to battle Gore the God Butcher, who means to make the divine beings wiped out. Thor's retirement is intruded on by a cosmic executioner known as Gore the God Butcher, who looks for the eradication of the divine beings. To battle the danger, Thor enrolls the assistance of King Valkyrie, Korg, and ex-Jane Foster, who amazingly, mysteriously uses his enchanted sledge, Mjolnir, as the mighty Thor. Together, they leave upon a nerve-wracking infinite experience to reveal the secret of the God Butcher's retaliation and stop him before it's past the point of no return. After the occasions of Avengers Endgame, Thor currently sets off on an individual excursion of finding who he is through inward harmony. Yet, presently Thor has gotten back to right into it again when he takes on a destructive new foe named Gore the God Butcher, who looks for the eradication of the relative multitude of divine beings. To confront this new enemy, Thor groups with Korg, Valkyrie, and his past love interest Jane Foster, who shockingly has been reinforced with his old sledge Mjolnir.